It's a pretty safe call.
There's potential. I mean, I would love to see KXL play melee more, so because that was some great stuff. All right, we got the Swooper and Negative, more Falco on the docket. How do you feel about this matchup as a Falco / former Falco?
Yeah, so well, current Falco. So I think this matchup, unlike with Fox, is really Falco favored. Like, I think it's not even that hard personally. I'm not gonna go and say it's like, oh, like Samus just gets wrecked, but like I think Falco has a very clear edge, and a lot of the problems that Fox has in the matchup, where it's like kind of hard to get kills and it's very easy to get killed. There's just certain tools that Falco has that that just Fox doesn't have that are so difficult to deal with. Things like down air in general, full hop down air, retreating down air, really difficult. Laser can interrupt a lot of what Samus wants to do. She's really not that fast.
Yeah.
And yes, you know, Falco can die quickly too. Like, if you get an opening as Samus, you kind of have to take it all the way. But, you know, you can see right now Swooper kind of struggling to sort of get in, even though Swooper definitely the favorite player here. The favored, rather.
Now, do you know what region Negative's from? Because
I don't actually. I'm sure someone in chat can kind of fill us in. But
doing a great job so far, though. Oh, how did I say anything? Okay. You're good, Negative. You're good.
Negative was actually like 2 levels ahead of everybody there. It was like that looks bad, and it's like somehow it's actually good. It's just actually good.
I like the you know, the little one tap on Samus and then run away a little bit. I don't know how much you get off of it per se. Well, it's kind of working because, again, like you said, Swooper's struggling really hard to just find that one little space or hit, get something going. There we go, finally.
Yeah, and I think this idea of kind of like get your like don't overstay your welcome.
Yes.
Is not a terrible approach, because Falco actually like can kill Samus. You know, there's a lot of setups where you can kind of just get like, say, like a double down air. You can do down tilt, like laser down tilt, not a bad way to kind of finish off kills. A lot of the like anti-floaty stuff, like so jab, back air, jab, up smash, jab, nair, all pretty solid. So I think like just having such good control of the neutral and then kind of being able to just capitalize in a relatively safe way, really powerful. We also heard from production that Negative is from Michigan, so didn't have to go too far out to get here, which is nice. But I'm actually really impressed with Negative.
Yeah.
Like, this is really solid.
Giving Swooper a run for his money.
I hate that I'm going to say this, but leaving a pretty positive impression in my mind right now.
Oh, no.
And that's what we get. Like, I said it, it jinxed him.
We got to stop doing this. Yeah, playing the shield, or playing around Swooper shield very well. Has been avoiding a lot of the up B out of shield catches, and been using his movement a lot to his advantage.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought he was at 0, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, see how he'll shine and then like full hop away so that he can try to bait out the up B out of shield from Swooper. And then just really punishing off of that as well. Ooh,
which is really important, because it's one of those options that like Samus says spam it, but it's because it's like a really good option, right? Like one of the best out of shield options in the game. So if you have really good counterplay to like one of the best options in the game, that's a really good thing to have.
If it ain't broke, don't fix.
Absolutely. Something I was going to say, but I'm forgetting. Just distracted by the way that Negative is playing this platform position so well. Oh, I remember what it was. It was that this is one of those matchups where the reflector, the kind of the shine, like in its kind of projectile reflecting property, is actually pretty useful. You know, there are situations where like reflecting back a missile, doubling the damage, can actually just like straight up get a kill. If you reflect this charge shot, it can be really impactful.
Yep.
It's something you have to kind of take seriously. I'm not saying it's like a central pillar of the matchup, but like it is a part of the matchup in a subtle way.
You mix it up in every so often, you can catch him off guard.
Exactly. It's just something like you do have to respect if you're the Samus player.
Unfortunate. That situation there with Swooper's light missile and hard missile right there from off stage, you got to be really careful about where you're placing yourself on the edge guarding position. Damn. That's probably wraps for...
Oh, but doesn't get it. Like, that was did all the hard stuff and then didn't get the easy part. Okay. Not sure I love that down air, down throw.
Yeah.
Not just because he wasn't able to follow up on it, but like Samus isn't great at getting down. So just going for an up throw and being like, yeah, go there. Not so bad. Even forward throw can be pretty strong. Might have just been a misinput.
Well, yeah, with the down throw, it's like if you tech away, what can you really get off of that?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'll just put Samus in shield after that, and then you got to play around that again. So
We're so lucky we get 2 Johnnies. You know, like it's like not one S2J, but like 2 SJ.
Yeah.
If you didn't see at Battle of BC, well, you might even still have it. Johnny's jersey says 2 SJ.
I don't think it has it anymore.
Okay, that's good. Well, we just saw 2 SJ right there, so.
Yeah, I'm like just the way Negative's using the platforms right now. It's been flubbing some wavelands here and there, but has been doing really well.
Shine? Yeah, that would have killed. This is another thing. This stage, so good against floaties. It is one of like we talk about like Marth on FD, and I think that like against certain characters like say Jigglypuff, Samus, Luigi or Peach, this stage is like so Falco favored. As a Falco player myself, like you can just kill. You could have killed with up tilt there. Like it's just really low ceiling, but also like the platforms are like the perfect height to just keep things going.
That's actually a great point. The platforms is, especially I feel like for this matchup too, it's a huge thing.
Yeah,
just the way you can, we saw it a couple of times. You can probably just like shield above Samus, and she really can't do anything there on you. And you can come down with the shield drop, dare, back air. You can light shield and bait some stuff and slide off and punish off of that.
Nice fast fall to move out of the way of the missile.
Ooh, missed them there. That would have been that.
Like, see right there, if you just spammed Shine, like that would have been a moment where it's useful. Yeah, messes up the ledge dash, gets the normal get up. Not a big deal. A big thing is you can kind of like, not exactly reaction tech chase, like not tech chase, not exactly react perfectly, but like you can catch people, because the Shine is so fast, if they don't DI it correctly, you can get these like, you know, say down air into waveland shine again. Like shining off the top basically is really strong, and sometimes they're just not ready for it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Melee is a fast game, there's so much pressure. So we probably will see at least one in this set. That's not probably what we want, probably just an up air.
That's a good thing to point out. Like, you can theory craft a lot with this game and just, you know, oh, do this here, do that there. But when it comes to actually pulling it off and execution in the game, it's really tough to do just with the speed of everything that's going on.
I actually really like that. That's a great point, by the way. But yeah, I really like that Negative just like went on Randall and was like, I got you.
Oh my God, Swooper!
Okay.
Oh my
even
God.
Negative was like, okay, I just got clipped right there. Like, that was a clip.
God.
And it is not over. It is definitely not over.
Oh, we would have loved to see that.
Nice reset. Wasn't expecting it though. Not able to react in time. All right. Could have been a Shine double dip.
That was a really smart down tilt though, because Negative knew that Swooper was going to be able to action something there. That was, wow.
I think one of the things that Negative is kind of pulling off really well is like Falco is actually a pretty mobile character despite his run speed, and there have been a couple moments where he just kind of catches Swooper slipping. Yeah, there you go. See the Shine off the top to close it out. All of a sudden, like these two major moments, one was just hitting him on Randall when Swooper's kind of having some fun movement, you know, like just sort of swagging almost. And then the second one is just kind of going out there and getting that down air. There are times where Samus feels safe because she's kind of like at home off stage doing little bomb jumps. And he's like, no, I actually have like a crazy fast jump.
Whoa, you got to respect this move.
This down air is really big. It's extra large, so you better watch out. And not surprised to see this.
I would really like to see how, I'd really like to see how Negative utilizes the platforms on Dreamland here, because there's such a wide gap of range between all three of them. And just with the way Samus gets sent out at mid%, it'll be interesting to see how, whoa, that was weird.
It was really weird. It was so weird. I don't like it. Keep talking.
But it's gonna be interesting to see how Negative utilizes the odd spacing with the platforms at like mid-range, kind of like where Swooper is right now. But down smash, interesting grab, interesting punish for the grab also. Okay.
Ooh, I like the tech chase in the smash.
We have a Nair maybe. Ooh, okay. That's also a really hard thing to react to as well when Samus is hanging from the grapple hook.
No, for sure. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you got to just kind of utilize that little space in between the top platform and the side platform to apply pressure. You don't even have to throw up moves. Just you moving as Falco is a dangerous thing.
No, for sure. Both of them are actually, I would say, you know, there's one of the few kind of risks that have been taken.
Yeah,
They're both playing like very risk averse. They're just kind of like
respecting each other.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of like kind of retreating aerials, a lot of like fading backwards.
Yeah.
Kind of playing situations where it's like kind of like a game of rock paper scissors where if you win, you don't really get that much, but if you lose, you don't really lose that much, kind of constantly. Which that can be good, but you do need to kind of pick your spots. I suspect we're going to see a charge shot read at one point. Ooh. Love the bomb pressure. Tech chase with that? No. Charge shot read now?
Might get a grab?
No. Yep.
Nice.
In that case, not even a read, it just covers everything.
Well, at that range, if you're being sent that far, and you can anticipate that the charge shot's coming, and you can kind of just no tech, and then wait for it, and then you can just roll in and dodge it.
Ooh, wow, just got out of the up B.
This has been weird. This has been a weird game so far.
It has. Definitely the pacing, you kind of shows how impactful stages are in Melee. Like, the pacing completely different from the Yoshi's game. This feels kind of like a slow burn compared to kind of this very, very kind of intense previous match.
Like,
lots of cross-ups.
Like Dreamland kind of just canceled out how Negative really wants to play.
Oh.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, that really sucks. That kind of turns the situation from like winnable to maybe go next.
I gotta try really hard.
Yeah.
But at that point, again, it's kind of like, you know, do I really want to use that energy on this match and just save it for the next one?
I think when I am in situations like this, either I do just straight up go like, you know what, I'll just go next, or you kind of switch up the very formula that we were talking about earlier about like, you're playing rock, paper, scissors conservatively, start playing it aggressively. Start going for like options that are, you know, 80-20 on Samus's favor, but if you get the 20, they're dead because you need something.
Test the waters to see what situations you can create and how your opponent will react to them so that you can carry it over into the next match.
That's another kind of classic philosophy is get any data that you can.
Oh my god. Oh, there we go.
I mean, 62, taking 2 stocks, it's not impossible. Now it's impossible.
Yeah,
like
I would say
it's looking rough. I mean, just because it's Samus, and on Dreamland specifically, you need a lot of damage, and there's just going to be all these missiles, all this pressure.
And it just keeps piling up.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. This is like watching someone like get into credit card debt. You know, like it's just like you're really just digging the hole deeper and deeper. You know, 20% interest, now it's 30%. My God, like he's not getting out.
Unless.
Yeah, this is some real sunken place stuff.
That's some Swooper stuff going on right there. Maybe playing with this boot a little bit right here.
Oh, yeah, I would say this is most definitely getting a little
We need
silly.
another clip. We need another clip.
This is the flinging spaghetti, you know, like playing with the food, to say the least. Are we going to see an extender or something? Nice.
No,
Keeping it simple.
Just one little kick, one little kick.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Well, game 4. Did we see Stadium yet?
We started on Battlefield, I believe, went to Yoshi's.
And then it was Dreamland.
So I believe Stadium would be kind of a logical pick. I mean, one of the things sometimes people talk about, again, look, 2 SJ. Like, we get 2 of them. It's just great. It's just...
And they're in sync.
Yeah. FT, not surprising either. I know, definitely I've sometimes played with Samus's who are just like, not FT, please, you know? So, not the greatest stage for her. I think a big part of that is how well are you able to lock her down with lasers, which hasn't been a huge part of Negative's game compared to someone like Frenzy, who we just saw.
Yeah.
That was definitely supposed to be a downer. I think that was just like a controller thing.
That was funny.
See, one time we advocate for Shine, and like, I actually do think it's good. You need to do it in these situations where it's unreactable, though.
Yeah.
So it needs to be one of these things where like you run forward and then you just like press Shine right in a range where like you're just reading for a missile, which, again, high risk, high reward, and it's only, I think, really good at those kill percents. Like, I'd say like 120, if a power missile hits, they're just dead.
Yep. I also think with the FD pick, just Negative's just really double jumping all the time, and that can really, you know, catch him off at 20 to 30% and make him lose his stock. He was really utilizing the platforms to his advantage, and I just feel like he's not getting as much off of it as he would with this stage.
I think one of the other things too is that's always worth mentioning is oftentimes you'll hear people talk about, like I bring this up on commentary all the time, but you'll hear people talk about how Marth's shield is bugged and it makes it easier to power shield. But what you don't hear them talk about as much is that Samus's shield is bugged in the exact same way, and that is why when you see players like Duck back in the day do like 9 power shields in a row, it is because crouching just makes power shielding easier. That's why we see the crouching right now, and it's a big reason why Swooper is kind of dominating here, is even though this should be a place where Negative is like running the laser game, that's kind of the range I'm talking about.
I was going to say,
and then they shield in time, but like, but yeah, so like, it's, ooh, that's what I mean by like the kills, like just like 3 downers in a row. This is looking pretty good. I mean, it could go a game 5 easily. It just needs to get kind of the extra credit here.
Nice
just as I say that, I'm just, the commentator curse is
no,
just
but
too
that
powerful.
was a great read from Swooper, catching that double jump.
It really was. I also like the decision to, again, play more to stage. So up throw, I don't care. You got to get down somehow, right? Like that type of stuff. Nice. Could have been an up tilt.
I don't think he wanted down smash.
I don't think so either. Probably just a forward smash. That's often a kind of a kill setup, or at the very least like a good kind of mix-up if you're if they DI in on your down air. Nice. Good DI though.
What's gonna happen here?
I honestly have no idea how to edgeguard Samus in that situation. Like I think you just kind of have to roll up.
Yeah, Swooper's kind of just been wall jumping into up being right there.
Big. Yep. Okay, doesn't get too much. I like the patience. Again, this is kind of what I mean. Like, I think Falco has a lot of tools that are just very hard to deal with. And Negative kind of knows how to leverage those, really pushing her in the corner and making her kind of like just hate these tight, claustrophobic spots. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Down tilt, keeping it simple. I've just seen Negative go so many times. Like just this has been a lot of work. So it shows just how dominant Swooper is.
It's stressful with this matchup. You know, you got to put a lot of energy to counteract a lot of Samus's actions.
I'm a little frustrated. I also was like, why did that hit? Like that didn't make sense. Okay, 28, not too bad. Charge shot is a kind of big thing on the table. You can get in a tech chase situation near the ledge and just suddenly die because you take a charge shot to the face. Ooh, ready for it as well. Shows how good of a defensive tool laser is.
Yeah, you got to be a little careful here with these lasers just because of how Swooper's been reacting to them, and with the charge shot, you don't know if you can just see it coming after you. Oh, that is great for Negative.
Yeah, really good. Any Falco fans in the chat should be cheering right now because this is looking a lot better. Kind of just that resource kind of gives you like the comeback option out of the bag. But beautiful shot stall. Okay. Kind of like that. A little bit risky given like the situation.
He's going for it again.
Yeah. I don't think it's as good as it is versus like say Peach. That's the other thing is his power shields are so good it just doesn't seem as good.
Oh, nice down tilt.
Nice. Negative taking it all the way.
Another game 5. Have we had 3 game 5s in a row?
I think we have. I think we've honestly as far as like I've only done two pools blocks today, but this is definitely kind of the most high level. It makes sense. Like, but I'm actually not familiar with Negative as a player. I know we did mention that he's from Michigan, but I'm impressed, especially as a Falco main myself. Like, a lot of stuff he's doing is very good. And he plays in a way that's more positional than what most Falcos do.
No punish on that either. I feel like Swooper could have done something there.
Like, he almost plays Falco in like a floaty or like a Marth player, like, and not in a bad way. I don't mean in a bad way.
I feel like it's comparable to Falcon in a way.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. But without the RTC stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, as we're saying all that, suddenly this is an uphill battle. I think Fountain is actually a pretty good stage for Samus. It's not terrible for Falco. Not like the kind of Yoshi's Edge I was talking about, but...
Ooh, great up tilt.
Just like that.
Caught him with the boots.
But, you know, I still think this is a set where you actually can punish Samus quite hard. It's not impossible to just suddenly get like 80%. So anything is possible for Negative fans.
Now imagine a super power shield at that. That would have been so devastating. This is kind of like how you were describing the you know, back and forth. They're throwing up shield a lot after just one hit and just respecting that they know they want to react in that specific scenario. Like a lot of the times when Swooper's on platform,
that was so good.
And Negative comes down with like a down air or something like that. Negative kind of just pushes off a little bit, and Swooper knows. That was odd, I feel like.
Yeah, there's been a couple odd times during this set. Nice, good pressure. I like finishing it earlier with the back air. Just get that 15%. It does too much damage, honestly. Like, nice.
At that percent with the up throw, you can't really do much.
Still alive, but not for long.
Yeah, when you're at that percent, you really, especially for Samus, you kind of want to slight DI behind just so that you force Samus to do something a little awkward in there. But at that percent, Swooper can kind of just get away with anything.
Yeah.
Oh no, that
the jump is gone. The jump is gone.
Oh, okay.
Kind of surprised we didn't just see the charge shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, way too high of a down air. I can see the nerves, you know.
Yeah.
Just starting to like. I think it's not even so much nerves as, you know, that voice in your head that's like, you don't got this. Like this is, you kind of missed your chance.
It's just, well.
It's like on to next. Like,
we'll get him next time.
Yeah.
Champ.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I had something going there, and it's not going to happen. But, you know, good set.
Yeah, great showing from a Negative. Just, I feel like at burnout, I feel like.
Honestly, very, very impressive. Seeing someone say that Negative is GM on Slippy makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
I really do think that, again, as a Falco player myself, as someone who's kind of like watched and studied a lot of Falcos, Negative, very, very, very solid player. Another good example, someone maybe, you know, if Negative was a stock, I'd buy.
Sure.
You know, looking good, a lot of potential.
You know, like, you know what they need to bring back? I just remembered with you bringing up stocks. They need to bring back the drafts that they would do on Star GG. You can do fantasy drafts with players.
Oh yeah.
They need to bring that back, man.
Yeah.
This combo was insane, man. Oh my god, I love Melee.
Yeah. No, and actually Swooper kind of known for just doing the nastiest stuff sometimes. That's a good point. The fantasy Melee stuff.
Yeah, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. You know?
I think they're just worried that the Melee stats guys would just dominate, like just absolutely destroy. So it's just not fair anymore, you know? They're more established.
We just bar them from mentoring.
Yeah, exactly. Some people just aren't allowed. See all the...
Yeah,
like,
I see it. Right there,
look,
too.
you know what I mean? Like, it's like take a shot every time Negative says, like, breathes out, exhales.
Exhale,
you know?
counts.
And try not to die.
A lot of head twitches, too. Like, you know, like...
I like an emotional player. I like someone who kind of wears their heart on their sleeve. I think, you know, it's nice to see kind of like where they're at. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I'm not even looking at the clips. I'm looking at the player cam.
Oh, look how happy he is. Well.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though he didn't take the set, he's still happy that he performed at least to his liking. Hopefully, so. Oh, we actually have a really interesting set coming up over here. I don't know if you know both of them, but
I don't actually.
Okay, well,
unless I know them by tag.
You probably will recognize their tags. You just that's the thing, right? You know, you see people in the venue and you're like, I don't know who you are, and then they go on stream. It's like, oh, it's so and so.
I met Koopa Troopa, and I was like, I don't know who you are. And it's like, I'm Koopa Troopa. And I'm like, oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Like, it's like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So wait, who is are these guys?
So on the right, we have Mar. This is Marth Main. Recently came to Toronto.